All right, guys. Second attempt because apparently someone still doesn't know how to use OBS after many years. Guys, I wake up today to find out that I have a text message from someone in this Discord telling me to get my ass online because we have information on Fleet Week.
Happy ferret noises.
Yeah, which is why you're going to be hearing some very, very happy ferret noises because he might actually get to go out and buy his Idris. So
Even happier ferret noises.
or the Kraken, or both. Depends.
Crap! I don't have enough for both.
You better get your ass onto that street corner and start working it then, bro.
$50 a pop then, all right?
50, jeez, that's cheap. All right. So what do we know?
Business.
So what do we know about this at the moment? So we know it's from May 22nd, and we're already demonetized. May 22nd to the 1st of June. What is Fleet Week for the guys that are new to Star Citizen? It is basically where Chris Roberts shows off the UAE Navy. It is a
F8 Lightning.
It is a big circle jerk over the ships in Star Citizen, and we are very much happy to do it. But yeah, it is from May 22nd to the June 1st. It celebrates the Invictus launch week with high-flying demonstrations from the UEE awe-inspiring naval fleet. The celebration gives all players the opportunity to see some of the biggest and bestest, most iconic ships up close at the Beverly Convention Center on ArcCorp. Plus, many of them are available to test fly for free. No, you're not going to be able to test fly your Idris. Different manufacturers take over the halls every few days, not years. So keep checking back to be inspired by everything that the event has to offer. So we can already see here that it is going to be a free fly, ship sale, presumably, and this event all rolled into the 1 week, which means Ferret gets to say that I was right.
Happy ferret noises.
Okay, fine. But we also do get to see here that it is also showing off Anvil, Aegis, RSI, Consolidated, Tumblr, Origin, Misk, Argo, Crusader, and, and a very, very dodgy Drake interplanetary sign. They really do like giving the shit to Drake, don't they? Everything looks really professionally done. Like all the logos are like really, really cool, except for Drake. It looks like a piece of the hull that's come off a cutlass, and they just stamped it with Drake Planetary.
Sure, it kind of looks like a piece of cheese to me.
Well, I was gonna say no. It looks like a street sign actually. But like we got street signs in Australia that look like that color. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's the way that that one corner is like got tipping up. It just looks like a piece of cheese that someone's just it's just putting on there.
I am telling you, I bet you it is a piece of hull. That is what I reckon that is. It's a piece of hull, and
yeah, they are kind of a industrial base.
Yeah,
it would make sense that it's supposed to be more of like a caution sign / piece of a ship, but yes, it does kind of look like a piece of going
cheese.
Bad American cheese.
Yes,
they're going to go on about this cheese for hours. You know that, don't you? All right.
At least it's not chocolate cheese.
Oh god! All right, a hologram hull. So, in addition to ships on display, players can be take a detailed look at the vehicles currently in production, and ships so big they couldn't fit into the convention hall. This to me screams Idris.
Kraken.
No, well, yeah, maybe the Kraken too. Well, we know that the halls actually fit the Reclaimer. So I think the Kraken's bigger than that, at least in height.
Oh.
So yeah, probably.
I think that's what the Hollow viewers are going to be mostly for. I'm not sure whether we're actually going to be able to see the Idris and the Kraken up close. I think they're going to have them as a holographic representation that we can see, and possibly get more information on hard points and stuff like that, depending on how robust that hologram is.
So this is not the first time that we've actually seen the Idris. For some people, we've actually seen the Idris in the past. It was actually at one of the at the expos, and yes, I do have that footage. So it does fit in the halls, But when they brought that in last time, we had bad FPS. Like, we were down to single digits. So, yeah, like, there were major stability instabilities, like, when they literally tried to bring that in. So, but that was also... But that was also before server-side OCS and object and all that object container streaming reworked too. So, you know,
it's almost as if the servers couldn't handle it.
No, yeah, no, but they couldn't. We're yeah, definitely not.
So coming from a couple of other sources, there is actually rumor and speculation that is somewhat accurate from their potential sources that the F8C is also rumored to be a part of the ship sale.
So I think the F8C will actually be on display. I don't know if you'll be able to get in it, but I think it's going to be on display. I think the hologram hall will be for the Kraken, the Idris, the Javelins. Those sort of big-ass ships. Anything that's smaller that will fit in the halls, I think you're going to be able to... Oh my god, my cat. It will actually be able to be there. So, and we know the F8, F7 Lightning, whatever it is, does actually fit because we actually saw that a few years ago as well. We know the size of it. It's an average typical fighter. It's like the Hornet, for size wise. So that I think will definitely be there, but I don't know if you'll be able to get in it. But it will be there. That's my guess anyway. But I think the hologram halls are going to be for like the big ships, like the 890 Jump, the Idris, the Javelins, the Krakens, the Orion maybe. The Pioneer.
To go through my hangar and sell some ships.
So getting into the event, how's it going to happen? So you wake up at Idris Falls Habitation Complex, which is obviously on area 18. Leave the room, head downstairs, and then basically we all know how to get to the exhibition center, right? I don't need to read this out. So, basically catch the train, go to the train where it went last time for the exhibition. So that hallway that is on your left, and you'll be able to catch the train and be able to go through there. Apart from that, obviously there's going to be a free fly. Rumors are the F7, F8, whatever it is, Lightning will be there, and there is a picture of it up on the top left. Also, there's a Valkyrie, there's an Idris, and there's a Hornet. There's also a Hammerhead and a couple of ships in the logo too. So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts and opinions?
Happy ferret sounds.
Besides the happy ferret sounds.
Honestly, I think it's going to be a great opportunity, especially for newer players that haven't seen a lot of these ships or have been curious about how big is this ship, or is this something that looking around at it, does it have a cockpit view that I'd like, or something like that. So they wouldn't go into the pledge store and go, I'm going to buy this ship, and then be immediately regretting their decision because it doesn't fit their style or play style.
True.
So it'll be a nice opportunity, especially with the free fly. Not sure yet what ships are going to be on that list for the free fly, but it'll give everybody the opportunity to kind of test fly a lot of ships that they've been thinking about or dreaming about or salivating over. And, it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a great opportunity for, everybody to kind of come together and see the ships and possibly fly some. And, just... It's basically a big advertising thing for more pledges, to be completely honest.
Oh yeah, let's not mince words. This is a marketing campaign. Like let's face it. Like the reason CIG is doing this is because we are going to be buying ships. I don't think anybody's oh no, I won't buy. No, you're going to buy a ship. This is the reason why they do it. But that said, it's a hell of a lot of fun too. I've done these free fly events in the past. I've done these events in the past. They are really, really cool. And they normally will be putting out a video every day sort of thing that will show you the manufacturer, the ship, and stuff like that. It would be similar to the in-game event that we had for after CitizenCon. So you'll have the knockoff to Top Gun Jeremy Clarkson guy. I forget his name in game, But that character will most likely be going through doing a video and talking about some of the designs and the ships and stuff at the Free Fly event. So, yeah. But like I say, yeah. Like, let's face it, this is marketing for CIG. This is, yeah. Like, they're planning on selling ships. And most of the ships that are on sale, you will be able to buy, I imagine. If not all. So, happy ferret noises for someone who wants to buy an Idris. Because the Idris might actually go up for sale. So
I'm excited personally to see the Mercury Star Runner to be in person and be able to actually see it. That's probably one of the ones that I'm really waiting on. Whether they actually implement the smuggling container sections of the ship at launch when they finally launch it in Q2. That's kind of up for debate, but I am looking forward to that for the less than legal box runs that we all love to do to get money.
Yeah, I definitely think the Star Runner will be there at least in hologram, if not actually there that you can actually see it, considering the fact that the concept on it is pretty far along. Also, the reason why I reckon they've been working on the Hercules and all that so much is because I think it's also going to be there on display as well. It kind of makes sense. Everybody was like, why are they working on the Hercules so much? It's like, well, this is why. Because chances are it's going to be in the hall and you're going to be able to see it. What they'll probably do is they'll have the Hercules, the A2, C2, whatever it may be, the one that's most likely completed or near completed, and then they'll have a whole bunch of other ships around it. And it'll be that manufacturer for that day. That's what I suspect is going to be happening for this. I might even be able to pick up a Valkyrie. But like I say, look, at the end of the day, it is a great thing. It is.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's a lot of fun. This whole free fly, and you're going to get to be able to play the game for free for anybody that isn't already a backer. You're going to be able to try the game out for free. You're going to be able to fly most, if not all, the ships in game, and it's not going to cost you a dime.
I just noticed something. That like Hornet on the thing. That's not a Super Hornet, and that's not a regular Hornet.
No, that's the Green Hornet. That's the one from St. Paddy's Day, isn't it?
No, it has a different body to it.
Oh, okay. It's got a big ass gun on the top. Yeah.
So the other thing that I do want to kind of bring up about the ships that are going to be on display is just bear in mind for anyone who's looking at the concept ships, the ones that haven't been released yet. If you're one of those people that goes around and you look at the weapons and you're like, hey, I know that this weapon's attached, just be aware that if it doesn't show that particular weapon on the spec sheet for that ship, and it still says to be determined, that is not a final product. They're just putting a weapon there for show purposes.
Yeah, and like even if it's on the spec sheet, it can be subject to change. Like the cargo sizes on the ships, they always change. So obviously do keep in mind, until it's gone through concept, things are subject to change. And even after concepts, like in case of the Valkyrie, the community jumped up and down until we got, was it 40 SCU for cargo running? So even the Valkyrie now has a small amount of cargo that was subject to add later, so that people can go through and. So yeah, even then it can be changed.
Okay, so I just did some fast and investigating.
Mm-hmm.
That like Hornet that's on there is not your a regular Hornet.
No, it's a Super Hornet.
The F-78 Hornet Mark II.
That's
not the Super Hornet. That's the Mark II.
Oh, okay.
It's the cutting edge a carrier based fighter that has been revamped from the older F-78 Hornets.
Okay. We must see that.
Carrier based. So carrier based, they're pushing this because hey, this is a carrier based Hornet, so it's probably gonna have less range, things like that. However, since they are marketing or they're showing off the Idris and the Kraken, that makes sense that they would have a carrier based fighter to show off with them.
As well with DF8 as well. that one, I'm assuming that one won't have as, I mean, just because it's going to be a heavy the fighter doesn't mean it's going to have great range. I mean, for some reason, I don't think it's going to have the same range as a Vanguard would.
No.
It's just by the looks of it. It doesn't look at that as if it has that capability. So I'm assuming it might have to also be a carrier based.
Yeah, so I would say that the carrier based fighter probably has more firepower but less range. That would be my guess. It's probably a dual fighter. You probably find the second guy at the back will most likely control the turret if it is dual fighting or dual stick. But if it's just one, then obviously the pilot will have control over all the guns. But I imagine it's probably going to have a smaller tank but more firepower. Maybe another shield generator, maybe. That would be my guess anyway. Yeah. But also, I think CIG is pushing carriers and fighters and stuff like that because Elite Dangerous has come out with their fleet carrier, and CIG is like, okay, well, for example, Elite's brought out fleet carriers. Maybe it's time we got ours in the game. So I think there's a little bit of competition between the two games there as well. So, but yeah.
Now, would it make sense if they dropped the Kraken for the PU? Because as far as we know, it's not a main centerpiece for Squadron 42.
As far as we know, it is, isn't it?
Unlike the Idris, where the Idris is a main centerpiece, and they're not going to drop that.
Well, we know what the Kraken looks like because it was actually parked at Area 18 a few years ago for the expo. So we do know that the outside model is complete. So there's nothing stopping them showing it.
I've seen the videos, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to basically go out there and say, here's my crazy crazy conspiracy theory is of this, all right? Fleet Week, they are going to let us buy the Mark II, and it's a long stretch, but possibly the F8, but that's really a very thin possible. But if they do, cool. So they are dropping a carrier-based ships. They are going to be showing off the two main ships in the game, which are going to be basically carriers. We know that they won't drop us the Idris because of Squadron 42, but that might not be the case for the Kraken. They might drop that a bit ahead of Squadron 42 to give us a taste of some of the things to come and to keep us occupied until we wait for the release.
Yeah, they might drop the Kraken in game soon, but to be honest, we haven't really heard anything about it. So I would say that's probably a long shot too. But at the very least, I think you're going to be able to see it. So that it might be a hologram of it or whatever it may be. But I don't think they're going to let people do a free fly on it. You got to remember too, to get on the Kraken, you need ship docking.
Right, which is another thing that's coming up in the next few patches is ship-to-ship docking and docking collars for stations. That's coming up, I think, in 3.12.
Yeah, I was just double checking that now, actually. Docking coming in 3.11. So that's quarter 3 of 2020. So chances are you're not going to be able to go aboard the Kraken for this free fly event because it's quarter 3 is far away in the future.
No, I'm not expecting to be unable to fly the capital ships. No, I think they are just there to just show off.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe have a chips sale regarding to them.
I definitely expect them to sell the Kraken, to sell probably the Idris, the Javelin. I think all these ships will probably go up for sale, but I don't think they're going to actually have them in game for you to play with. No, you'll see a hologram, and that's about it.
Yeah. So, do you think that they would do it the same way that they have done past capital ship sales in like 3 waves?
Most likely, yeah. That way it's fairer. But okay. I'll keep an eye out for that, and anytime I hear any information about that, I'll message you because I know you want your Idris and your Kraken.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I can only get one.
Yeah, so at the end of the day,
choose the Kraken.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so at the end of the day, if they turn around and, do the ship sale for the Idris, then I'll let you know. If they do it for the Kraken, I'll let you know. And then obviously you can just pick which one you want, but we can talk about that later. Apart from that, does anybody else have anything to add before we wrap this up? Or
No, just have fun, stay safe, everybody.
Happy fair noises.
Alright, guys, obviously I'll put a link in the description below. Please feel free to go and check out Cobra's, obviously, Discord, where these guys are. They're a great bunch of guys to play with, especially when you go and shoot Cobra. By the way, resistance, long live ferrets. But like I say, yeah, look at the end of the day, apart from that, guys, obviously let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below regarding this. Do you think they're going to sell the Kraken? Do you think it's going to be in-game? Maybe we might be able to get our Star Runner to play with. That would be really, really cool. I doubt it, though. I think at the very least we'll be able to just see it. But let me know what your thoughts are.
Someone say Star Runner?
Yeah, trust me, I'm waiting for it to. Gibbs Star Runner. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Don't forget to share the video. And guys, we will see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.